Imagine your business as a physical machine. For decades, running an enterprise meant owning the actual steel and silicon that powered it. You bought the servers, you stacked the racks, and you paid the electric bill. Look at the sheer scale of early data centers. Maintaining this required massive physical real estate, dedicated cooling systems, and specialized human operators just to keep the lights on and the tape drive spinning. Cloud computing removes that hardware from your basement. By definition, it provides on-demand network access to a shared pool of computing resources. You rent the capacity you need, exactly when you need it. Navigating this transition requires choosing between three specific service models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Selecting the Wong model forces a difficult choice. You either pay for deep architectural control your team doesn't need, or you sacrifice the precise customization your core product demands. This is the 9-layer IT stack. Traditionally, your team manages every block. At the base is the physical foundation: networking, storage, servers, and virtualization. Above sits the operational core: your OS, middleware, and runtimes. Finally, at the top is your application code and customer data. Migrating to the cloud means deciding where to draw a horizontal line across this stack. You are choosing which layers stay on your team's plate and which get handed off to the vendor. That dividing line is known as the shared responsibility model. It acts as a control dial, letting you trade architectural control for operational convenience. Understanding this framework cuts through technical jargon. It turns a list of cloud products into a strategic division of labor, letting you objectively evaluate your options. With infrastructure as a service, or IaaS, you rent raw computing power and bare metal servers. The provider handles the physical facility. Your IT team still manually installs, configures, and patches the operating system, and everything stacked on top. The payoff is flexibility. Because you control the operating system, you can run highly customized or legacy workloads, exactly as they operated in your own data center. This makes IaaS the primary choice for immediate lift-and-shift migrations. The trade-off is a significant management burden. You still need a team of system administrators dedicated to routine maintenance, updates, and troubleshooting. This is where the shared responsibility model demands your attention. If a server is breached because your team missed a critical OS patch, the liability falls 100% on you. IaaS provides full technical authority over the stack, but every security patch and configuration error remains your internal responsibility. Platform as a service, or PaaS, acts as a developer's sandbox, stripping away infrastructure management almost entirely. The vendor provides pre-configured operating systems, runtime environments, and databases. Your team only brings application code and data. Removing the need to provision servers accelerates your development velocity. Teams can deploy software faster and easily integrate Agile and DevOps practices. This chart shows several PaaS solutions and their supported programming languages. PaaS environments are built to support diverse frameworks like Java, Ruby, Python, and Node.js, without your team ever having to install or configure the underlying server environment. Transitioning to PaaS often requires rewriting or refactoring your existing applications to fit the platform. But research shows that investment typically yields a 2.3 times long-term return on investment compared to a basic IaaS migration. The cost is control. You surrender access to the operating system, and you risk vendor lock-in by tying your applications to specific proprietary coding frameworks. PaaS trades granular OS-level control for development speed, making it an efficient engine for building new cloud-native applications. Finally, software as a service, or SaaS, is a fully managed turnkey application accessed entirely over the internet. You just pay a subscription fee. You access a finished product through a web browser, and your IT team performs zero infrastructure maintenance. The outcome is instant deployment. SaaS provides universal accessibility and delivers immediate value for non-technical users across your entire organization. But here, you have no control over the underlying infrastructure. You must adapt your business workflows to rigid feature sets, and you risk creating isolated data silos if the software doesn't integrate well with your other tools. There is a significant operational hazard, SaaS sprawl. Because apps are so easy to deploy, departments buy their own tools, leading to runaway subscription costs. SaaS offers significant convenience, but treating it like an unlimited buffet without strict IT governance leads directly to hidden costs and fragmented company data. How do you choose? We map these cloud models directly to your business scenarios. Are you building custom software? If no, to support standard functions like HR, the optimal path is SaaS. If you are building custom software, do you have dedicated sysadmin resources to manage operating systems? If no, you want PaaS. Finally, if you do, and your applications require customized legacy support, the required path is IaaS. Selecting a cloud model means weighing your internal talent density against your required level of customization. Moving up the stack from IaaS to SaaS means you buy time by trading away control. The less physical infrastructure you have to manage, the faster your business can adapt to the rapidly changing market. A successful cloud strategy is a formal division of labor between your company and the vendor. This is why modern enterprises rarely choose just one model. Most utilize a multi-cloud approach, strategically blending IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS across different departments. Evaluating your own team's skills, operational maturity, and budget is just as critical as evaluating the technical capabilities of the cloud vendor you hire. Mastering the shared responsibility model ensures your cloud infrastructure scales your business operations rather than burying your IT team in perpetual maintenance.